Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, a special welcome to you all. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I also appreciate much your love and support. So today I will be making my compost. That's the one that you all used to see me putting on my plants. So what I do here, I have some sawdust already inside the container, and I have some more that I'll be putting in there. I have more sawdust that I'll be putting in there, and I have some leaves. These are those leaves that I took from under the trees that are down the back of the yard, right? So I normally take the leaves that are closer to the trees. That's the ones that has microbes. The ones that are closer to the tree that has a lot of microbes, like these from the tree. So you know that they were there a long time, right? And I also have some cow manure that I'll be adding. I also am adding some chicken manure. The what I had in there before had some more had some chicken manure in it, but I'm only putting some more. Guys, what they say that whenever you're using like chicken manure, it's best for you to let it be fully fermented before you put it in the plants, because most of the time the chicken manure harbors a lot of insects. If you look here, you see a lot of insects. So they say you should break it down before you put it on the plants, or else your plants are going to be having a lot of insects on it. So some of the times when you see a lot of insects in your garden, is because the chicken manure isn't break down properly, or some of the manure that you put in there, it isn't break down properly. I also have some comfrey. Comfrey is a good fertilizer. You normally cut and drop it on your lawn close to your plants, or you normally plant them close to your plants, so it will fertilize the plants. Okay, my kitchen scraps that I'll be adding, also a lot of kitchen scraps. And in regards to the leaves, guys, if you realize, I cut them, guys. I cut them into pieces. It all depends on how fast you want the manure, right? So if you want the manure like 2 to 3 weeks, you cut the leaves or whatsoever you're putting in there, you cut them up really fine, so that it can ferment very quickly. Alright, I know, guys, it's smelling very festive since I put the kitchen scraps in, but the worms loves the kitchen scraps. Alright, so you have to give this a good stir from the bottom to make sure that everything is fully incorporated. If you look over here, guys, these are some that I have done before. if you realize how they are completely dirt now. That's why they call this black gold, because I add no soil to it. So all of this is chicken manure, sawdust, and kitchen scraps. And I'm also missing seaweed. I normally get some seaweed to add to it. I think I'm going to be doing that at a later time because I don't have any at this time. Right, so I'm trying to mix this all the way down to the bottom. Guys, if you realize a lot of critters are in there, what you normally have to do also is use a container that has some holes in the bottom, so other critters can climb in and feast on the chicken scraps. I also have some worms here, guys. I have some worms here. I normally add worms to the to it, and these little critters, they come underneath the bottom. I'm going to show you underneath. See any? All right, I'm not seeing any now, but some of the times when you move the container, you normally see a whole lot of them under there. They come into it through the holes in the side of the container. Even if you don't get to put all of it, to mix all of it, now you can mix it on a day-to-day basis. So every day what you would do, you would give it a stir, or every other day you give it a stir, and you also throw some water on it so it can keep wet, and you cover it. Right? So this is considered to be black gold, as they say, because guess what, you don't add any dirt in. Guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so the YouTube algorithm can take my videos near and far. Really appreciate your love and support so far. Alright, so we are going to continue storing. Guys, in regards to comfrey too, you can use comfrey to make a tea. Like you cut it up and you put it in one of these containers. You put it in one of these containers, and you throw some water on it and let it stay there and ferment for about a week or two, and then you can use it on your plant. Comfrey is an extremely good fertilizer to use on your plants. So they realize the leaves are cut fine, the kitchen scraps are fine just the same. Everything in here is fine. And they say that if you have any compost before this, what you can do is also like sprinkle some of this over it. I had left some in the bottom of this because the compost was already over into this container, so I've already left some on the bottom. So what you can do, as soon as this sinks down, you can add more sawdust to it, or more leaves, or any green leafy greens you can add to it. Or if you want to add things like cardboards or things like that, also add here. So as I said, guys, it has to do with the time span that you are going to be needing the compost. You can just throw everything in there at the same size that they come in, but it will probably take a longer time to ferment, right? So when you cut them up, it takes a shorter time. Between 2 or 3 weeks, this is actually ready to be used in the garden. And as I said, it's best for you to break down your compost, because when you put the compost directly, when you put the kitchen scraps or the chicken manure directly on the plant, insect takes your plants over. That's what I realized, right? You have more insects in your garden, but when you break it down, they don't go in there, because as I said, I don't see any under there now, but even 40 legs under there, guys. Everything is under there. Some little bugs, some things that look like cockroach, all of those things are underneath. No, you see, because it is fresh now, because they're fresh now, this is fresh, they find their way underneath the bottom of the container, and they find themselves through the little holes and they come over. It's the same thing they do when you put it directly, when you put the kitchen scraps directly on the plants. Okay, yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to give this a good stir, a very good stir, and I'm going to also wet it properly, because you have to wet it. And every day or every other day, guys, I would come out and I will turn it, and probably every 2 days I normally water it. All right. Okay, guys, so I am adding some coconut trash. I forgot that I had this. So more food for the worms, for them to get fat. Throw some more of the chicken manure on it also. Never mind, guys, in the next 2 to 3 weeks I'm going to show you how well this has fermented. I'm telling you guys, when I do this, put this compost on my plants, the plants do very well. Alright guys, so for the next couple of days I'll have to be giving it some good stir. Let way down from the bottom come all the way up to the top. But guess what, as days go by and it's fermented, then it can store better. You can store it a little bit better as it ferments. Okay guys, so this is a fertilizer that I always make to put on the plants, right? This is made with fish gill and fish gut. So what I normally do is when I scale the fish, I put the fish gut and the gill inside this bottle and just leave it there to ferment. I normally throw like I have like banana skin soaked in water, and also the water that I use to wash rice, I put that on it too. And I also some of the times make my own coconut oil, so the way from the coconut I throw it on it also, so it stay there and ferment, and I use it on my plants too, right? And this is very good for the plants.
Top ranking I say wanati na mababi wote mtaane, tukikutana tunajua form ni gani. I say wanati na mababi wote mtaani, tukikutana tunajua form ni gani. Tuna goteana. I say mababi na manati wote mtaani, tukikutana tunajua form ni gani. Tunagoteana.